Good morning. Today let's paint this scene, but we're not going to use paint. We're going to use soft pastels made by the Rembrandt company, and I'll show you in the video what they look like. But this is the painting today, and I want to do a second video, a follow-up after this one, because I want to show you how I sell the paintings like this, the prints of them, okay? So, and plus I have a poem today from Emily Dickinson about sunrise, and that's what this is. This is a pastel sunrise on a lake. I'll show you how I did that right now. Good morning. Today we're going to do some art on black paper, and we're going to do it with soft pastels. And let me show you the pastels. This is from the Rembrandt company, and those are the pastels. Isn't that incredible? And they're so soft. And I'm going to paint on black paper, and let me just stop right there and explain the word paint, because although these are like chalk and you might want to use the word draw, it is more like painting. So it doesn't really matter what you say, draw or paint. The idea is that you will be making art if you're using pastel. I have used pastel a lot in my life. I cannot tell you how many portraits I did in pastel. Normally I would do it on gray velour paper, but today I'm going to do it on black paper. Let me show you the package of the paper so you can see for yourself. This is called Canson paper. It's probably not made specifically for pastel, but that's what I'm going to use. And just like anything else, you know, we get trapped a little bit by labels. Here we get trapped into believing that you can't use this for that. You can't paint on a piece of driftwood. Well, yes, you can paint on a piece of driftwood. All right, so let's see. Let's get the blue out, because this is going to be a sunrise. And I have a wonderful poem from Emily Dickinson that I want to share with you. So we're going to use some blue for the sky and the water. And we'll get a couple of shades of orange. And one of the things about pastel is that you can't really, you can mix them, but you can't, not as easily as with paint. So let me just put it that way. And this is going to be a landscape, as you saw the intro picture, so you know. But see, I'm right now before it all starts. So I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. But I just want to get a couple of shades of orange. I think I want to get a couple of deeper blues. So there we got a blue. So blue and yellow and orange seem to be what we're going to use. Here's the darker blue. See, this is going to be on black, so maybe even a richer orange. There we go. Couple of different oranges, and you know what we should probably have ready? Some white. I think some white might be helpful. Is that white? I can't tell. And by the way, my light source is not directly on the paper because it was causing a glare. So say goodbye to the package, and I will put the cover back on. It is Rembrandt again. You see the name right there, Rembrandt, like the artist, and it is wonderful. Oh my gosh. And I am not exaggerating when I tell you that I have done so many portraits. I don't know if I shared this with you, but I worked at an assisted living facility when I was in my 40s. I worked in radio all my life, but there were 3 years when there's an exception to that. 3 years. And in those 3 years, I worked at this assisted living facility, and I sketched a lot of the ladies and men who lived there. All right, so let's just start with the horizon. See, it gets everywhere. It can be a mess. So we're going to work this here now. So we have some trees in here. I'm trying to think how to do this. I just want to have a sunrise. So we're going to get this. And you see I'm using the side of it. And I'm just going to create this a little bit of a rolling hill here. Just a little bit of a rolling hill. We'll see what we come up with. There we go. Probably have to rethink some of this. And let's get the lake down here. A little bit of a lake. The difference between a sunrise and a sunset, and this definition doesn't always apply, but in general, the sunrise, well, no, not in general, but for artistic purposes in general, a sunrise has mist. You ever notice that? A sunset doesn't have mist. So what I'm doing now is trying to get this orange glow and this yellow, and try to mix them all together here a little bit. And the mixing process with pastel is, well, you can use a blending stump, or you can use your finger, or you can use a rolled up newspaper, or anything really. So we're just gonna try our best to get a nice sunrise on here. Just where the sun is coming up, right over there. And it's going to be reflecting in the water down here. Okay? And you see how the black is coming through? Isn't that nice? And a couple places over here maybe. Okay. And then we're going to grab some of this and make the water here. Trying to anticipate the black parts. I probably should have anticipated the black parts better. Let me see if I have some black pastel that I can use to fix my mistakes. That's what I need, something to fix my mistakes. That looks like it's black, doesn't it? Yeah, so I should have left some black marks on there that would represent the trees in the distance. You got to keep this covered, because if you don't, these pastels will fall everywhere. Alright, so let's just see if this will work, because I'll do this. Yeah, I'll do that later. Okay, that's going to be nice. Okay, that's going to work out nice. Alright, so let's make get some of that yellow in the water, that yellow reflective light. Some sky tones. And I want to show you how I would sell a print of this on Redbubble and Fine Art America. So if you stick around, I'll try to squeeze that in here too. Get some of that blue in there, some of the blue down here. Just kind of spread it everywhere. A smooth surface. Get some of this orange. The orange should be in the water also. Some of this orange mist coming up. Some of that in the background. So some of that way far in the background stuff. So we have kind of like two backgrounds here. See, that black pastel is smearing, so that's not a good thing, but we'll fix that. Everything's fixable. It's more fixable with paint than it is with pastel. But yes, I did so many portraits, and then I did a lot of landscapes, and just all kinds of art with pastel. And pastel was my favorite medium back when I was younger. Let's bring this blue all the way to the bottom here. There we go. Here we go. Okay, now let's take that white, kind of lighten up some of this area of the sky. Maybe there's clouds up there. Same down here. Some ripples in the water. At the horizon, make it a little bit brighter. There we go. Now let's work that horizon. So we want to have like two areas here. A little more blue right there. Okay. We'll have a little bit of foreground here with our black. Oh, the black works nicely. And then what we want to do is we want to create these tall trees here. Go ahead and now I know it's called paint, but you kind of draw. Even with paint, I draw with actual paint. And of course this has to all be reflected in the water. So we'll get to that in a second. And there's no need to let this dry, so I usually use the drying time to read the poem to you, but I'll take a break and I'll read the poem from Emily Dickinson. Hopefully you'll like it. Alright, now we get some of that reflecting back in here. Let's see how that worked out. That came out nice, right? Then we have this little island here. It's like a little island. And we have over here some little pieces of grass coming out. It's all silhouetted, so the black works nice on here. And the black paper in the background just gives it a nice, super nice textured effect. It's Saturday morning, by the way. It's 6:34. Hopefully some of the last few videos I did that are kind of different than what I've been doing, hopefully they serve you well. I'm trying to answer the questions that I get. So what that was about. And the one that Robin and I did together with painting with a twist, that really was fun. I did feel a little bit out of place because I was like the only was one of two guys in the whole place. But that's okay. Worked out okay. Look at that. Isn't that nice? That working out nice. A couple of little twigs here. A couple of things here. Let's get some of this going here. Put another tree here. Okay. I'm going to smear some orange on there so that it looks more like in the mist. There's a tree. There we go. Another little tree. Let's put a little taller tree over here. Maybe not so full, so you can see a lot of the light coming through it. There we go. So you see some of that lake behind that little line right there. And then back here on the horizon, we'll just put a few trees. Just a few, a hint. There are trees on this horizon. It's not just a flat hill. There are bushes and trees. And then of course the reflection of these trees here. Get the reflections in here. Okay. A couple of little areas of darkness, and we're going to add some lightness also to it. We're pretty much there. We're almost there. But I want to smudge it around a little bit. Let me use some of that orange to kind of create a little bit of a mist here. I think the mist should be covering the tree a little bit. Let me use the white. I think the white will do it better. A little bit of like mist rising from that water. Now we could do the effect of smoothing it out. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Even though I kind of like it not smooth, I kind of like it all rough like that. But I want to show you. Let's take this area right here and make it smooth. I have these, I should have some blending stumps I can share with you. These are my old pastels, by the way, that I've used forever. I wanted to show you the new ones because it looks so nice when you first get them. These look these look old, And, oh, here's a perfect thing. Oh my gosh, this is the perfect thing. So this is what I want to use. So this is actually a piece of insulation from plumbing. And you can use that to spread it around and smooth it out. If you want the water to look smoother, you see? And you could do this with your finger too. Maybe in the sky. I think, however, I like this rough look that I got with the black paper. The black paper sort of has a little bit of tooth to it. Maybe this does work okay with the water. Maybe I'll keep the black and the back. Everything I think everything I do is always subject to experimentation, so I'm never really sure what I'm going to do. Let me see if I can smooth out the sky. Maybe the sky could be a little smoother. Now, see, I'm not really sure. See, I'm not really sure that I like that. I think I liked it better the way it was. So let me just put some more blue back on there. The black is a problem because the black can be very messy. So you have to be careful once you use black. So, okay, let's put the sunrise right there. The actual sun. Put that brightest spot right there. And then the reflection of it, of course, will be right here. I'll go ahead and take that and kind of work it in. There we go. Now we got the look of water, the look of... The other thing I want to do is this last piece down here. I want to add some of this blue just to give it some of that blue color, I think. And I do think if I was doing it again, I would not use the smudging tool. Nope, I don't think so. Maybe on white paper, but not on this black paper. I don't think so. Well, there we go. Now we have our pastel landscape. And now let me show you how I would sell that. What do you think? You know what? I'll do that with another video. For right now, how about we just show you a pastel landscape on black paper. I didn't read the poem, so here we go. This is from Emily Dickinson. I'll tell you how the sun rose, a ribbon at a time. The steeples swam in amethyst, the news like squirrels ran. The hills untied their bonnets, the bobolinks begun. Then I said softly to myself, that must have been the sun. But how he set, I know not. There seemed a purple stile, that little yellow boys and girls were climbing all the while, till when they reached the other side, a dominie in gray put gently up the evening bars and led the flock away. There. Here's our poem from Emily Dickinson. Yeah. Well, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll talk to you later.